Growing up, I always had a lot of internal conflict regarding my sexuality and like gender roles, and I never really related to what media showed me love was.
I remember like I would watch like a lot of Disney movies, and I remember I had like a huge crush on Mulan, but I also had a huge crush on like General Shang.
I was 9 and I would hang out with this girl that was my friend at the time. When I would hang around her, I would kind of feel like butterflies in my stomach, and it's just like I would brush it off as like, you know, she's just my friend and I don't like her like that. But the more that I kind of like hung out with her, I realized that I didn't like her like as a friend because like the butterflies never went away.
I was in 7th grade when I realized that I might not be straight. I watched a lot of TV that year and I was like, I really like the girls in that as well, but I also like some of the guys in that.
When I would like imagine me like holding her hand or hugging her, I would not like be mad at it.
I identified as asexual my junior and senior year of high school, but then I met this girl, and from the second I met her, I was like just very intrigued with her.
She was really like just kind, and she was very like benevolent. She was like charming, sort of like witty.
She made me feel like super comfortable and good about myself. And I remember being like straight up giddy, like I was so happy, like I probably was skipping around the school at that point.
I just found her like interesting at first, but then I realized like, oh my gosh, like I have like a huge crush on her.
I got to a point where I was like, holy shit, I want to kiss this girl. That was definitely a crazy feeling and a really special feeling to feel. The way she made me feel was like something that I couldn't really experience with guys. It was like the first time that I was like, I want to kiss her because like I want to kiss her. Like, from that experience, I kind of came to terms with my queerness.
First I thought that I was bi, but then like I knew that like pansexual was an actual like sexuality, and I was like, oh, like I read into it more, and it's basically like you are attracted to all people, like regardless of like gender, regardless of sex.
I feel like it'd be too hard to explain all the different nuances because sexuality and gender identity and everything, it's sort of a spectrum in a way.
It doesn't really matter what you identify as, it's more of like the personality.
I really don't care what genitalia you have, like as long as you're a dope person.
Labels have always kind of been restrictive for me. There's a lot of little things that contribute to my sexuality and like experiences that shape my sexuality too. So queer is just like the most comforting term to me because I feel like I can just do whatever I feel.
One label can't always define who you are. Sometimes you could just say that you're bi because you like both guys and girls, but who knows, you might have a big preference towards girls or a big preference towards guys. So sometimes queer is easier to say because you don't define yourself to one specific stereotype or standard.
Don't be afraid to like look at yourself from like, I like to think of it as like a bird's eye view, and look at your own thoughts and just like maybe you like write stuff down like every time like you think about something.
Don't come out until you come out to yourself fully first.
No matter what you identify as or like out or not, there is a place for you in this wonderful community.
Even if you're in a community that you can't openly be queer, there's still like queer content that you can engage in that's like really helpful and comforting. There's the community that is ready to greet you with open arms.
I am 12 years old.
I'm 18 years old and
I'm 15.
I am 15.
I identify as pansexual.
Queer.
Pansexual.
identify as queer.